And Oholot, Yud Gimel, Mishnah Gimel, third Mishnah in the 13th chapter, Masechet Oholot. So we're talking about a door or a wall and what size it has to be. The fist size, petach, tefach al tefach. If it's just used for light, then all it has to be is the size of the drill bit, or like basically a stick or maybe a bamboo. Okay, but what happens if the hole is not intentional? It's left there by accident. Oh, and by the way, petach is if it's intentionally left there. It's a usable hole. If you have a hole in the door, how big is the hole going to be that tuma could pass through it? Shi'uro molo agrof. So it's a fist size. Div Rabbi Akiva. Rabbi Tarfon says no. It has to be a poteach tefach. It's in the middle of the door. Be'emsa adel, as Bartinura says. De'eno asui la'avir. It's not made for whatever. It's not made for light. It's not made for air. They just left a hole in the door. But if the carpenter, Charash the carpenter, left it above or below, okay. So meaning in the first one he left it in the middle. So why would he leave it in the middle? So apparently, like you could, it's a little not such a great picture, but he left it in the middle. I imagine it's interesting. And here he left it on the bottom. If he left it on the bottom, sorry, it's a bad picture. Apologize. You can get the point. If you left it on the bottom, the idea is he didn't have enough wood, or he left it at the top. You couldn't get through. But he left it on the bottom of the top because he just didn't have enough wood. I'll patch it later or whatever. You know, and now we would say, what about a dog door? But the dog door is usually closed unless the dog opens it. In the middle, you assume, the Kaitis maybe assume that he left it open in the middle and he figured he'd patch it later. I think maybe also what he did was, it's like a slat in the middle. So you couldn't stick, it wouldn't be a hole this size, but he left a slat in the middle because he couldn't get it all the way to the top or the bottom. And that was a good that's a good compromise with the material he had. Okay, anyway. Melo egrof, according to that's the middle one. Melo egrof has to be a fist. Rabbi Tarfon says potech tefach. But sheba charash milamata l'malaf, left it above or below, as we saw. Hegifa velo mirka. That's a regular door. Sigar hegifa means he closed the door. Velo mirka, he didn't close the door all the way. So if the door is closed, but it's not fully closed. Oh shepetach ruach, or the wind opened it, and now there's a dead body in the adjacent door. Or you know what I'm saying? It's connecting a door from one to the other. Now the window opened the door. And now you want to know, is the second room tameh? Shi'uro kemulo egraf. So the amount is the size of a fist. Okay, that's the same thing as charu mayim, if water dug a hole, or shratzim. Okay, and so Bartanura says, v'achseif lo palig Rabbi Tarfon. Rabbi Tarfon doesn't argue in the second case. So he says, you assume if he left a hole in the middle, he did it intentionally. Not because he did it on purpose. You're right, the Bartanura says it, not the Kat. He doesn't need the hole. He didn't have enough, the planks he used were not long enough. He thought, I'll leave the hole in the middle more than above or below. That's ma'aseh b'mitkaven. And therefore, Rabbi Tarfon says, ma'aseh b'mitkaven is poteach tefach. He did it on purpose. But, milamata lamala, when he left it above or below, ezek oseh b'yadayim. Okay, it's not like he did it on purpose. So in the second case where it's, you can't really see, I'm sorry, it's blurry. Welcome to my cell phone. In the second case, the hole is above or the hole is below. That's just a length of the planks. He didn't intentionally do that as a way, or like I'll do it stylishly, or I'll leave it as a hole like that. Okay, and therefore Rabbi Tarfon doesn't argue in the second case. It's definitely not done on purpose, and therefore Rabbi Tarfon agrees that's a melo egrof and not poteach tefach. All right, we'll stop here. Dedicate our learning to memory of my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Make it a great day.